Yoki21 here, and welcome back to my live stream of New Vegas Independent Caldero walkthrough. So this is part 3.5. Last time we got interrupted because of a family matter. So let's continue from where we left off. Also, if you wanna chat with me, make sure to use the live chat. I'll make sure to read. So let's talk to Yasmin.
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today?
What are you doing here?
Good question! My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
Yes, man? What kind of a name is that?
It's what Benny always called me. Probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful.
Benny programmed a Securitron all by himself?
Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside.
A follower.
But that's all I remember.
Have you seen this platinum chip before?
Sure! Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there!
What was Benny planning to do with the chip?
Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That would give me control over all of Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then, I guess, I just do as I'm told.
You're very forthcoming with the information.
I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
What is this place?
This is Benny's workshop. When the tops got renovated, he had this half of the floor blocked off for his own use. I guess you could say it's my entire world. I don't think I've ever left this room, but that's okay. I'm not complaining.
Goodbye.
Hope to see you soon.
So, I'm not planning to start the independent route until later on. We're not ready yet. So, let's just get out of this casino. Also, I installed a mod so that when you kill Benny here, there are turrets outside.
You're the fink that killed Benny.
How'd you know?
Hey, you baby, what's the haps? So that's it then. Benny's dead and I'm the boss now. What can I do for you? Don't be a stranger, doll.
So, the moment we leave the tops, this will happen. Like step, I already have the perk.
The eyes of the mighty Caesar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Caesar will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands.
You again? How'd you find me here?
I am the greatest of Caesar's Frumentari. It was not a challenge to find you. Nor is this my first visit to the Strip.
If this is a trap, I'm going to take a lot of you with me.
The mighty Caesar has bestowed upon you his mark and guaranteed safe conduct. If he wanted you dead, you would be dead already. Seek Caesar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Cursor Lucullus will be waiting.
Did you know the Strip's all stirred up lately?
Howdy. Interested in a refreshing beverage or a tasty snack? Non-alcohol.
Make sure to interact with these magazine vendors.
Caesar awaits.
Oh yeah, I will be there. So let's start our job as basically a cowgirl. We're out to get some caps. Also, in this part, we're going to recruit Raul because we can't be here without a sidekick.
Hello there.
Something you need, kid?
What do you do around here?
Hunting and killing, plain and simple.
So you're a bounty hunter?
Bingo! Now if you're done asking stupid questions, I have more important things to do.
Any bounty hunting tips for me?
Be quick and quiet, and don't get dead.
Alright, thank you. I'll make sure to remember that.
So, Benny's dead, huh? That shifty son of a bitch had it coming.
Do you have any work you need done around here?
I have some work I need handled. Back before we instituted the caps up front rule, we used to allow customers tabs. Well, needless to say, a few customers snuck out without paying their bills. We need someone to collect. The job would pay a percentage.
That sounds good as long as I don't have to kill anyone.
I'd prefer you not kill anyone with a debt. It's a bit difficult to collect on a corpse. Just get the caps from them. After that, I couldn't care less what happens to those deadbeats.
What kind of caps are we dealing here?
If you bring all their debts back, we'll give you a cut of each. 25% is more than fair. It would add up to 150 caps if you bring them all in.
This kind of work costs time and money. 50-50 would cover my expenses. And because we're a cowgirl, let's just charm her. Hey, I'm doing all of the work here. 50-50 and I'm game.
Alright, 50-50 it is. But you better bring back all of the caps. If we hear you crossed us, the next bounty hunter will be coming for you.
You've got yourself a deal.
Great. There are 3 people who need to be tracked down. A real mixed basket of fruits. Their names are Grex, Santiago, and Lady Jane.
Rex?
Grex is a bit cracked, but mostly harmless. Just don't mention anything about his lazy eye. He owes 138 caps and should still be around Freeside.
Lady Jane?
Lady Jane fancies herself a high roller, but she's just another dirtbag NCR prospector. I'm not sure where to find her. I hear she's run goods for the followers of the Apocalypse in the past, but other locals might know more. She owes us 250 caps.
Santiago?
Santiago is a suave son of a bitch, but a total pansy when it comes to fisticuffs. He owes 212 caps and should be around Freeside as well.
That's all for now.
Anything else you need?
Goodbye.
Later.
Where's James though?
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly?
Excuse me?
What? You mean you're not part of the act? Huh. Sorry. Thought you were the heckler Garrett hired to spice up the shows.
Who are you exactly?
Either you need to get your eyes checked, or that fame is fleeting thing is true. And since I happen to be world famous, you must be going blind. Name's Hadrian. Bet you never saw a ghoul in a suit before, huh? Course, you don't exactly strike me as the worldly type.
Do you perform stand-up comedy, huh?
Yeesh, is my act that bad? Or are you just that dumb? Yeah, that's right. Got me a nice juicy contract with the management.
Judging from the economic state of Freeside, they can't be paying you that much.
Okay, I admit it. I ain't exactly rowing in caps here. But what do you want? I'm under contract. I can't get out.
Goodbye.
Yeah, go on. Scram.
Let's wait until James come here. She'll be around 12 a.m.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
I hear Benny got force-fed a little slice of heaven. Man, what I would have paid to see that loathsome little weasel eat it.
Do you have any work you need done?
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our
Requests.
wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees.
What sort of proclivities are we talking about?
Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about.
Oh my
Well,
lord.
those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
I'll see if I run across any suitable candidates.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
Yeah?
Let's go directly to Korean Robotics, because that's where the X-Bot is. moment, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for that. I really should have put knock before entering. So let's lockpick this. However, we're not taking that cart.
Fully integrated security technotronic officer active and reporting for duty.
That is a mouthful. Let's shorten that to Fisto.
Yes, ma'am. Visto reporting for duty. Please assume the position.
I suppose I should test you out before I hand you to the Garretts.
Servos active.
My lord, it sounds painful.
Operation complete. Thank you for your business.
That all you've got, robot?
I will require a hardware and software upgrade to offer enhanced services.
Reported Atomic Wrangler, James Garrett is your new owner.
Yes, ma'am.
Lucky what we have here, ladies. Another unsuspecting ponce. Over here!
That happened. Apparently this is supposed to be a Monty Python joke. Explain it to me, guys. I didn't watch that show. Let's fix that rolling pin for the EXP. Now because we're on the way, let's go and find Lady Jane. So this train station right here, if you install Tale of Two Wastelands, this train station becomes a marked location. This is where the train station that leads to DC goes. But because of my past experience with Tale of Two Wastelands and how the Epic Games version corrupted my save, I never used it again. So these thugs, if you have negative reputation with free sight, they won't attack you anymore.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Hello. Lovely to meet you.
I was hired by the Garretts to track you down.
In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full, but who would bother with such a mess?
Perhaps there is something else of value we could put toward the debt.
I'm short 90 caps or so, but I have a few cartons of cigarettes and some sensor modules I could put toward my debt. At this point, I'll have to return to California to start anew. I haven't got a cap to my name.
Hello there.
In the last run, we picked Santiago as the escort, but now
Hello again.
let's pick Old Ben.
I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job? Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing. I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation?
And you give your clients a precious respite from the ills of the world.
I never put much thought into the well-being my
And you
clients
get the
got out of my
XP from that.
services.
This is
I
one of
suppose
the
they only
reasons
get as
of
much as I put into it. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. This should be a nice change of pace from retirement.
Goodbye.
Later.
Freesight has the most amount of
Good
quests that
day.
requires backtracking, so yeah, make sure you're prepared for Freesight.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Yes, I'd like to see the king if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
Is 500 caps enough?
Whoa. I mean, yeah. Well, that should do. The king will see you now. Head on through. He's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Now you can take that 500 caps back by
Hey.
doing this.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
Oh, do you always charge people to come talk to you?
Charge? Pays must be at it again. What did he take you for?
500 caps.
You're kidding me, right? No, from the look in your eye, I can tell you're not kidding. Wow, you should really be more careful with your money. Here, this should cover it, so there's no hard feelings. Now, I'm guessing you really wanted to talk business if you were willing to drop that much cash to see me. Now, what can I do for you?
I figured you might have some work for me.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
I'm listening.
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Yes.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man told me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Sure.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
I have over 200 caps already. I mean, I paid him 500.
that stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Let's not sell those cigarettes. We need them.
Howdy.
Who are you?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire. But it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked, who I could chat up about liquor, got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
I bet you've seen a lot over the years.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore.
Sounds like you're a bit of a Dom, Beatrix.
Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
Interested in working for the Garretts?
They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard?
This will be as an escort.
I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays.
When I say escort, I mean, yeah.
I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got?
Turns out there are customers looking for someone just like you.
Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny ante hustler like he owns me.
You'd be an independent with a deep discount and a boost, perhaps?
They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Now let's take the quest from
Are you here to
Judy
drop
Farkas.
off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
You need medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
You got yourself a deal.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
Seems like you need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
Which merchants might be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
Yeah, we need balance, so let's go to the Garretts after this.
What do you want to talk about?
So yeah, this is why you need to collect Fixer. But the most important thing is, you also need Radaway.
Take a look.
Buy all the magazines she has. Also, we can exploit her by buying this Radaway and then sell it back to her.
More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up. Yes, old Bill Ronte
You
and Jake...
exhausted this dialogue in the previous run.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problem. The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to... Sobering them up and...
So yeah, handing over medical supplies to Julie is the best way to recruit our kid early on. The problem is, yeah, finding them. Especially finding Fixer. It's a small role after all. She's still here?
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
How much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Okay, I'll hire you.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
There's a thunderstorm outside, so yeah. Maybe the screen's gonna be a little interrupted.
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the Kings hang out. Don't let them scare you.
We've got stuff
They
we're
don't
not even
outnumber you
allowed
5
to
to 1,
sell,
you'll be
people.
fine.
Only it.
Come on. I thought I saw Orist.
If it can be bought, it can be founded.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler.
Funny how he runs in metal armor, yet he runs really
Hey,
quick.
slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around. Thought you could ambush us, huh?
Let's quick save here. I forgot the requirement for this.
Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
Hey, you only fired 3 shots and there are 4 guys there.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or you just fake this whole thing to drum up repeat business.
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving.
After you. If we kill these ducks.
Okay, that's it. Boris isn't paying us.
Over here! Had enough?
Yeah, he's not that happy. So let's see what happens if we pass that barter check. We got Salesman Weekly. Well, let's negotiate with this guy.
Nothing to worry about. No. That's a...
I want all the money you have on you. I could make it to the Kings from here.
I ought to take my chances and kill you right here, but you may be right. Here, take this. Don't think this is over, though. I'll have that money back, out of your hide if I have to.
Sucks to be you.
What do you have for me?
Boris is a fraud. He fakes attacks on his clients and then plays hero.
So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since... In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few words come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
I'll look into it when I can.
Good. Return here when you found something. Have you found anything out? What about him? He goes through spells like this from time to time. The followers said his brain is going bad or something.
Can I help somehow?
I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor Rex here, I'd be much obliged. Your best bet will be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the old Mormon fort north of here. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
I've been saving up for one of those sweet pistols at the Silver Rush. That'll give me some respect.
Let's go to Mick and Ralph's. So we can kill two birds with one stone here.
You have chems, buddy? Julie's a saint, but I... Why No.
So yeah, let's talk to Fix-It now. Also, we can shake him for a fixer.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
Bill or Jacob, you know anything about them?
Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch.
I need you to stop supplying Bill and Jacob.
Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop, if there's something in it for me.
So the NCR is supplying you with cheap gems? So keep Freeside down.
Wait, man. You can't go around saying shit like that. Okay, I get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those two anymore.
What are you selling?
Have a look, baby.
Make sure to buy his fixer, and that's it.
Pleasure. So you're back. Got any chems for me yet?
Took care of the dealer. Now you can clean up.
What? I need a fix now.
I want to help you get well, Jacob.
Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help.
Jacob, be strong. You just need the support of your friends to get through this.
I think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the fort and see if the followers can watch over me while I recover.
Before we go back to the Wrangler, let's kill the second bird with our stone here.
Hey.
How are you today? Santiago is fabulous.
You owe the Garretts a bunch of caps.
Santiago does not owe anyone. Santiago is a Freeside VIP.
Santiago is dead if he doesn't cough up what he owes the Garretts.
Sir, Santiago does not know what he has done to offend, but he can explain everything.
I'd rather not kill you, but Francine put a bounty on your head.
I didn't think she was upset enough to have me killed. Here are the caps, Al. I do the Santiago act to get out of paying for services every once in a while. I didn't think it could possibly get me killed.
Goodbye.
Bye.
That's the problem with Santiago. People like him do exist thinking they can get away with anything, but then when there's a possible consequence that leads to their life, they give up. Now let's trace down the final bounty, which is Rex. This should be easy enough.
Hey, man. Can you spare a few caps?
Collecting money to pay back the Garretts.
Oh, yeah. I guess the Garretts sent you after me? Look, I've got the caps right here. Just don't hurt me.
They'll do mess with the Garretts again and you're dead.
I won't. Thanks for not killing me.
Before going inside the Wrangler, let's talk to Bill Ronte here.
You seen Dixon around? He said he'd be back today.
Bill, Julie, and the rest of your friends need you. They need your help.
Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This has gone on too long.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
The followers need to find someone to trade for supplies.
Really now? Well, this is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are... Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained. We ain't scraping to get...
I found the X-Bot you're looking for.
You did? Ha, damn! I've been looking for one of those for years.
My lord.
For my customers. I mean, I'm not into that kind of shit.
So yeah, the barter and speech check are both written the same. Thing is, it's just a heavy-duty piece of equipment built to last.
You're right, you're right. Something like this, it's worth a little extra because it's gonna keep on satisfying you. Those disgusting fetishists, I mean. Something wrong with someone if they gotta fuck a machine.
This tool is already programmed to respond to your commands.
It is? It will? My god, imagine the possibilities. It didn't happen to come with an owner's manual, did it? Ah, forget it. Trial and error should do it.
You wanted a smooth talker for an escort? I found one.
And who would that be?
Old Ben.
I've heard some stories of that old guy. I'm amazed he's still alive with how much he's been through. If the stories are true, he'll be a valuable commodity here at the Wrangler. I appreciate the find.
I actually found you an escort who's a ghoul and a cowboy.
Imagine that! What's his name and when's he start?
Her name's Beatrix and she can start immediately.
A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? He might not even notice the difference. We...
Some gamblers came in saying they'd seen you enter the Lucky 38. I don't know of any other living person who's been in there.
I think I have all the debts collected.
I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact that we farmed out his usual work to you pissed him off. No one steals from the Garrett twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring back as much as you can, you'll be paid very well.
If I see McCaffrey on the strip, I'll be sure to take care of him.
Good. Just stop on back when he's dead and you'll be rewarded handsomely. Bring his hat as proof of the kill.
So yeah, we're bounty hunting a bounty hunter. That's ironic, isn't it? He's in front of the Gamora, so let's fast travel there. Uses a shotgun.
Huh. So the Garretts sent you to track me down. What a joke.
I'm here to collect McCaffrey. No one crosses the Garrett twins.
I'd rather not waste the ammo, kid. But if you insist, draw.
That takes care of it. I picked the wrong marker. We'll give the hat back to Francine after we talk to followers here.
The gunrunners ought to help the followers by donating.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
The king asked me to look into your attack.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
What can you tell me about the attack?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanting to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
Do you remember anything about the people who attacked you?
They were big guys, young too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
Have to get going.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did.
Needing some of that firepower
So yeah,
they've got.
this conversation here.
That true? Did the king really send you?
He did, and anything you could tell me about what happened might help.
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Every bit helps. Thanks.
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something. Something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
So yeah, that happened. Our reputation level increased. Just by being nice to him.
Evening.
not Julie. We'll recruit our kid later on.
One of my aides said you got into the Lucky 38. If you see someone by the name of Emily near there, we would like you to work for us. That's phenomenal. Upgrading. Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our... We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical service. Tell the Garretts we'll keep... Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog. No, Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and... There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
Thank you, you've been very helpful.
No problem.
I'd help with that addiction problem you mentioned.
I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the Apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day. Sure. Would you like a stim pack, fixer, or Rataway?
Fixer.
You'll need to wait another 24 hours for us to get more made. We need everything else we currently have. Thanks. Thanks for...
Someone killed Benny, the chair.
If it can be bought, it can
So
be
yeah,
found
we got
at Nick and
idolized
Ralph's.
the followers in this one go. Now let's go back to Garrett.
Want to get lucky? Head on down to the atomic ring.
Hello.
Hey, chum. Welcome back. Hey, that's great. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honest, we've got enough crime in Freeside without...
I hear you've been making a name for yourself on the Strip. Don't forget about the Wrangler if you make it big.
I took care of McCaffrey.
Yes! Where's his hat?
Right here.
This is great news. No one screws with the Garrett twins and gets away with it. I need to find a place on the wall for this. And for your reward, here's 150 caps. I trust there were also some valuables on McCaffrey. Also, we would like to set you up with a room. You can have the corner room, rent-free. It was McCaffrey's. Now that he's dead, we're happy to let you use it. Thanks for helping us. Bye.
So yeah, we've been idling around for too long. Now let's go and visit the bounty hunting activities that I downloaded from Some Guy series.
Hey there.
Stephen Randall.
Hello. Welcome to Randall and Associates. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Stephen Randall,
owner and operator. I assume you're here for the position, correct?
Yes, if it's still open.
Hell yes, it's open. I can begin the interview if you're ready. I only have one question. Are you willing to kill people for money? Yes or no?
I may be a good neither person, but I can also defend myself. Absolutely.
That's good, but I need to be upfront with you. You'll be pursuing high-risk bounties. Many of the targets are extremely dangerous. But with the high stakes comes increased rewards. There's cash for every bounty, and increased payment as you complete more contracts. There's quick money in bounties, but you can rapidly make a name for yourself, and a lot of people will be looking for payback. So, what's your decision? Are you still ready to pursue the bounties?
I'm up for anything.
Your first target is Tom Quigley, a former NCR Ranger who's rumored to be the best marksman in the Mojave. Apparently he contracted syphilis and steadily lost his fucking mind. Despite his abilities with a rifle, he was drummed out of the Rangers. He eventually turned to banditry and murder, taking great pleasure in sniping Brahmin caravans from afar. Quigley's crazy, but he's still damn lethal. He's usually camped out in the hills west of the old Poseidon gas station. Any questions?
How did you get started as a bounty hunter?
I'm a relative newcomer to Vegas. I grew up far, far to the east. My parents were Brahmin herders somewhere near the Mississippi. I never figured to be a violent man. I hardly shot a gun till I was in my 20s. I just wanted to raise my own family in peace. One day a man came calling. He offered to help with chores, and he seemed sincere. He was a big help for several days, so I let my guard down. He clubbed me in my sleep, and tied and gagged me. Then, he made me watch. He raped my wife right in front of me. Then he cut her open, pulled the baby right out of her belly, and butchered it right there. He carved off most of my face, and then he left me for dead. That was 15 years ago. I've been searching for him ever since. For years he was always 2 steps ahead, preying on families in isolated areas and repeating his crimes. A few years ago I heard he had a run-in with the regulators at the DC wasteland, but it's just a rumor. He's probably dead by now. I resigned myself to this profession. And over time I've come to grips with the fact that chasing that man is a dead end. You got quite a story out of me, didn't you? I haven't talked about that in years. Any other questions?
What was his name?
His name was Marco. He's almost certainly dead by now. But if you ever come across him, shoot him for me. Any more questions?
Who do you work for?
That's for me to know and you to find out. Any other questions?
No, I'm ready.
Good. Bring back Quigley's trigger finger as proof and you'll get the bounty. Just don't get killed out there.
We already killed Violet, so this should be safe for us.
You thought you could hide from me?
Fixer, that's nice. His health is already half. Yeah, thanks to bleed. Best marksman. Oh, it comes to me now. The title is mine. What's this? Some backstory? The animation seems to be broken. Whatever. This looks much more badass than traditional. Until I find another gun that is.
Have you killed Quigley yet?
Yes.
I'll take that finger. Here's your reward. There's plenty of bounties left, so come back when you're ready to put in more work.
Goodbye.
I'll see you later.
Then talk to him again.
You ready for the next bounty, kid?
Yes.
Last week, a caravan was waylaid north of town, but it's still a mystery who was behind the attack. One of the guards survived with a leg injury, but by all accounts he's a drunken ass. His name is Chesty, and he spends his days at the bar in Boulder City. Find this guy and try to figure out what happened. Our client is offering 500 caps for the apprehension or termination of the attacker, provided we get definitive proof. Good luck.
Thanks for the rescue.
Man, I thought I was dead for sure.
There's Private Kowalski over there.
Hello.
What? Can you buy me a drink? Just one drink.
I need information about the caravan attack.
Well, there was a big fucking explosion, and I got covered in Brahmin guts. Mike was shot to shit, but he managed to get one of them. It wasn't raiders like I'm used to. It was a couple of old guys in weird uniforms. It was at this intersection. Here. Anyway, there ain't much left there, but you could look. We cleaned up the bodies, but left that old dude to rot.
Let's buy some supplies.
Welcome, sir.
This is an upgrade, but I don't have enough money.
Things are tense on the strip right now. The head of one of Mr. House's families was killed. Time to lay low, you ask me.
Oh, I can just buy it like right now, the scope. But let's gain some EXP from these.
Welcome, sir.
No.
We got a scope. It's going to be, well, same if we attach a scope to it. They didn't know that the place is locked, so yeah.
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles? I hear it ain't sealed up no more.
The honcho of one of them strip families got killed right in his own casino.
shopping. Needs.
Is the convoy attacker dead? Good. Here's your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. Come back when you're ready for the next job. Someone is always in need of killing. You ready for another job?
Why do I have to collect fingers? Can I bring with their head or something?
What are you, some kind of psychopath? Look, we collect fingers because it's a quick and efficient way to provide proof of death. I'm not building some crazy finger necklace or anything. I learned it from a man I encountered in my younger days. He found me after Marco had cut me to shreds since he was on that bastard's trail. His name was Marshall Cooper, and he was the bravest lawman and bounty hunter I ever encountered. I saw him kill 3 raiders single-handedly with a fucking fork. I wouldn't believe that shit if I hadn't watched him do it. I don't know much about him, except he came from Virginia or Maryland somewhere. He was some kind of high-ranking regulator. Anyway, he saved my life several times, and he taught me everything I know. We parted ways years ago. He had unfinished business back east. After that, I came out west, looking to join up with the first crew that would hire me. Anyway, that's enough of fucking story time with Uncle Stephen. Are you ready to work or not?
Yes.
That's what I like to hear. Our client is offering 1,000 caps for this next target, and after hearing about her misdeeds, I understand why. The bounty is on a fiend named Eileen. She's a vicious twat with a reputation for castrating male victims and consuming their flesh. Suffice to say, her activities are detrimental to troop morale. The payout is big on this one, so bury that sick bitch and head back.
He's near there from the fly, so yeah, we need to avoid there from the fly or else he'll crowd us.
There you are!
wake up. Let's see how tough he is.
There you are.
Did you kill Eileen? Good. I think every member of the male species is sleeping a little easier with that bitch dead. I'll see you later. You ready to work?
Yes.
Good. This next bastard has it coming. His name is Cullen, and he's the new leader of the Jackals. For years, the NCR has kicked the shit out of the Jackals. But since the Republic is occupied with Caesar, the Raiders are recuperating. Even the sorry-ass Jackals are getting back on their feet, thanks to the charismatic Mr. Cullen. He's been responsible for numerous attacks on the roads south of Vegas, and he's developed a reputation for brutality and cunning. In short, his attacks are bad for business, so certain people want him removed. He's hiding out at that old police station south of town. Good luck.
The highway patrol station. So yeah, that's a terrible place to camp. I already said that millions of times. Maybe too easy. Let's use this instead. I'm Doom Guy.
You think you can kill me? You can't kill shit!
Let's see how this works out.
Collecting another one of my bounties, eh? You're taking a bite out of my income, kid. I want my ends right now, or it's your ass. Fork it over right now. 1,000 caps.
Keep killing your competition and it's going to catch up to you.
It hasn't so far, but I'm not getting any younger. I'll let you slide. For now.
Let's see how fast we reload. I mean, we did pull it out faster.
Is Cullen dead? Outstanding job. Come back when you're ready for work.
I've got another bounty if you're ready to work.
It's the most dangerous bounty you ever received.
The most dangerous? I'd have to think about that. There's tons of men that were plenty mean, and more than a few were just crazy. But dangerous? I'd have to go with Doc Friday. Old Doc isn't your typical doctor. I hear he was an orthodontist before the war, whatever the fuck that is. Doc's a ghoul gunslinger, and I'm speaking about him in the present tense because he's almost certainly still alive. Years ago, a bounty came up on Doc because he had shot an actor in the testicles. I never liked actors, so I decided to give Doc a chance and explain his side of the story. He was quite affable, despite being a ghoul. So many of them are self-pitying pissants, but Doc never whined. He just treated everyone with courtesy. We talked it over, and he was so damn likable, I agreed to settle his bounty on a game of cards. Sure enough, that slick bastard took me for everything, so I let him go. I'm glad I did, because later, I heard about his reputation. Despite his polite nature, old Doc is the fastest goddamn pistol in the region, maybe in the whole fucking continent. I heard he once smoked an entire squad of legionaries that tried to arrest him for drug smuggling. He wiped them out in seconds, supposedly. He still drifts from here to there, always with that ghoul whore at his side. No-Face Kate was her name, I think. If you ever encounter him, I'd advise you to return his courtesy. Shit, I got distracted again. Are we gonna work or not, damn it?
I'm always ready.
Good. This next bounty
Tony
has
Idaho
a fine
will
payoff. Target is Tony Idaho, a young man who's shaken up the drug trade in the Mojave. He's been able to put more dope on the market at cheaper rates than all his competitors, including the cons, who are not too pleased. You're definitely getting a reputation. The client asked for you by name. They want Tony to bite the dust immediately. Good luck.
So, Tony, Idaho is a parody of Tony, Montana. Idaho being another state, so yeah, they use that name as a reference as well. Tony Montana is of course the protagonist of Scarface. I love that movie, and also there's a game, Scarface The World Is Yours. I loved that game when I was a kid, but I never finished it. So now, let's deal with Tony.
Hey, oh, whoa, what in the name of fuck are you doing in here?
I'm here to see Mr. Idaho. It's extremely urgent.
Okay, well, if you say so.
Thanks, pal. Let's try that again. Friend. He deals in his drug trade. Let's see if we can find his stockpile. Nice, there's a lot of fish.
Is Tony dead yet?
Yes.
Outstanding work. Take a break, kid. You've earned it. I've got another bounty lined up if you're ready.
Yes.
Alright, your target is Tommy, a hot-headed wise guy associated with the Omertas. Tommy was always quick to throw down, but the other night he got worked up after some guy cracked a joke about his shoes. Can you imagine? Anyway, Tommy whipped out his pistol and capped this fella, right there outside the casino. As it turns out, this guy was sort of connected, so to speak. In short, Tommy fucked up, and now he's got to pay. My contact says that Tommy is probably hiding out at the old Tumbleweed Ranch. They say he's jumpy as shit and prone to shoot anything that comes through the door, so be careful. Good luck, kid.
I didn't see it.
Some cons got cornered in the ruins of Boulder City. ECR let them go. It's unusual. Hey!
That takes care of that.
Hey there.
Wake up.
Hey there. Need in?
Oh, sorry.
Another satisfied.
has it worst.
I've got you now.
Tommy, the Omerta sent their regards. The judge. The head of Rune.
Did you kill Tommy or what?
Yes.
Terrific work, kid. Here's a bonus. Come back when you're ready for more work. Back already? Did you blow all the caps gambling, or was it the hookers? It doesn't matter so long as you're able to work. Are you up for the next job?
Yes.
Some way, somehow, a collection of bums, junkies, and lowlifes managed to scrape together 500 caps for this next bounty. The bounty is on some rich kid named Alex. From time to time, little Alex enjoys terrorizing the less fortunate members of Freeside. This seems like a waste of time, but business is business, and they've already shelled out the caps. Their head honcho is some bum named Jasper. You can find him at Freeside.
They're probably desperate. Give them back the caps. I'll do it for free.
Shit, it's your money. Just don't go soft on me, kid. It's bad for your health in this profession. Good luck.
We shall emasculate them.
My head ringing. It hurts. Wait, you're that bounty hunter, right? Oh, thank God you're here.
What happened?
Alex and his boys, they heard me and Ben got the money together, and so they kicked the shit out of me and dragged him into the alley. Ben never hurt nobody, but I reckon they killed him. That's what they do sometimes, just for a laugh, those sons of bitches.
I'm going to give them exactly what they're dishing out. I'll cut Alex's head off.
Damn, you're not fucking around, are you? I was kinda doubtful, but you're gonna kill those assholes. I'm glad you're here, but either way, I'm not sticking around. Good luck.
Hey! Come on!
You've discovered Ben's remains. He appears to have been skinned, quartered, and butchered.
To what do I owe the extreme pleasure of this surprising visit?
A white glove? You brought sticks to a gunfight?
Gunfights be damned. Come and get one in the yarbles. If you have any yarbles.
Come on! Come on! You like that?
Almost.
To what do I owe the...
Aha! Had enough? They killed him!
Oh man, you're gonna be kidding me. Crashing at a time like this? Let's get back in.
To what do...
Hey! Found you! Had enough? Damn!
let's go back and claim that bounty. I said I'd do it for free, but does it change anything?
So, is Alex dead yet?
Yes.
Good. Here's a reward, whether you want it or not. I'm getting some very interesting contracts. Come back when you're ready to pursue them. I've got more contracts if you're ready to go.
Yes.
Alright, this next job is in Novak. Over the past few weeks, someone or something has snatched up several children from the town. The abductions always take place at night, and so far there's only one witness, and he's far from credible. His name is Ricky. He's a jet fiend who wanders around Novak doing odd jobs, but is generally regarded as a shiftless buffoon. Nonetheless, dumbass Ricky is the only lead we have right now. See if you can pry some information out of him. The citizens of Novak are just about panicked over this, so get out there and bag the creep responsible.
Now let's see how this weapon goes. We'll bring this alongside us.
Hey man, what's happening?
I understand you have information about the child abductions.
It was dark. I can't remember.
Just slow down and try to remember what happened.
Well, there was this guy, and hey, do you have any Nuka-Cola?
Lives are at stake. Focus.
Okay. It was dark, and this guy went running out of town with one of the kids, thrown over his, what do you call it? Oh yeah, his shoulder. He was carrying this kid off to the west of town. I passed out after that. I think I'm gonna pass out again.
Hello.
What happened here?
I'm glad our brothers have returned home from Boulder City.
You're not the culprit, are you? You discovered the half-eaten remains of Thomas. It's a grisly scene that turns your stomach. You fear that the other children have met a similar fate.
I see you found Thomas. I'm afraid he was unwilling to accept the truth. His death was a necessity. I assume you must be some manner of hired gun. Are you here to enact justice? What would a smooth skin like you know about justice?
What happened to the other children?
While they were obstinate at first, they came to see the light. And they'll be happy to make your acquaintance.
Over here!
Yeah, that happened.
I see you found Thomas. Freddy's coming for you.
I think this Freddy is inspired by Freddy Krueger from the Nightmare in Elm Street movies. And yeah, we can save this poor soul here. But she has a fixer, so let's take it.
Did you find out who took the children?
Yes.
Outstanding job. I hate zombies, particularly one that's a self-righteous child killer. Here's a bonus for killing that freak.
Goodbye.
I'll see you later. There's another contract ready, and it pays well, my friend. Ready to get after it?
Yes.
Good. This is another investigation, and our client is willing to cough up mucho dinero to see this thing resolved. Folks have been disappearing on the road south to the Mojave outpost. For the longest time, people attributed it to the rad scorpions, but our client is beginning to suspect human involvement. The abductions are strange. There is little theft of property and never any ransom notice. Several of the missing wastelanders mentioned their search for a reputed oasis in the Mojave, which is pure horseshit. In all likelihood, these are probably just natural casualties of the wasteland. Regardless, our client wants results. Good luck.
We clearly got scammed. Let's see who this culprit is. We'll pull Yippee-ki-yay on. Shelter. To deal with this, or else many more caravans gonna be missing. Mago's bunker. Is discovered a bunker filled with food and numerous amenities, the strength departure from the versatility of the waste. Catch a set of ramen steak currently fresh off the grill. As your appetite surges, you hear this sparkle of an intercom bell distance.
Hello, traveler. Welcome to my humble abode. Please help yourself to the food. You must be famished.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Mago, at your service.
Why are you doing this? Isn't it reckless to invite strangers in?
I'm doing this because I've suffered the unforgiving trials of the waste. I have felt terrible, crippling hunger that pushes a man beyond reason. I discovered this shelter in one of my countless peregrinations. And in the course of time, I've set out to create an oasis of philanthropy.
That's very noble of you.
Oh, stop it. You're too kind. Please, enjoy a hot meal. It's the least I can do. When you're ready to leave, just speak over the intercom.
See what happens. Stay here. Let's make it pretty safe.
I hope you enjoy the rest, friend. What can I do for you?
You're a gracious host, but I must be going now.
You've been an exceedingly amicable guest, but I'm afraid I cannot meet your request. I have other plans, you see.
Despite the din of the intercom, you are able to make out a peculiar noise overhead. As if you look up, you become lightheaded and feel overwhelmed with warm, relaxing sensation. Yeah, we got Bill Cosby. You wake up in a daze, stripped of your belongings, and soon struggle to your feet. You notice a strange man eyeing you beyond the bars. You suspect he's your captor.
Ah, you're awake. You're even more vigorous than I had anticipated. Very good.
What else going on?
You're in a cell in my bunker. I'm afraid this is the end of the line, my friend. It's a matter of survival, really. What can I say? The wasteland really brings out that war of all against all quality.
You're kind of low, aren't you? You've been luring people in and murdering them.
Well, you possess copacetic powers of observation. Yes, I'm a cannibal, and a long-lived one, thank you. I'm rather proud of that fact.
No matter what happens, your good luck is coming to you.
I've been capturing and eating preachy fools like you for decades. What makes you think you're any different? Take a look at Bob over there. He was a spirited lawman from town, hell-bent on finding his brother's murderer. A few nights ago, Bob bashed his head in against the floor in order to avoid the fate of his brother and so many others. Where's the justice in that? By every indication, Bob was an honest, brave soul who died with pride. Yet, I'm still standing here. Don't talk to me about justice. In a few minutes, you're going to be silent. Meaningless fodder for my survival. There's your justice.
Bobby Pin.
You insolent!
You aren't even worth my time.
Did you find out who's behind the disappearances?
Yes.
A kidnapping cannibal, you say? Shit, that's a surprise. Most of the cannibals around here have been put out of business by the NCR. Anyway, here's your reward. Excellent work.
Goodbye.
I've got a lucrative bounty if you're ready for work. How about it?
Earlier you described ghouls as zombies. You know that's offensive, right?
That's not offensive. Someone putting a 12 gauge up your ass and pulling the trigger, now that's offensive. I once saw a zombie do that to one of my friends, so it left a strong impression. Don't get me wrong, I've met some square ghouls like Doc Friday and... well, let me think. I'm sure there are others. I'll get back to that. Anyway, the incident I'm referencing happened over 10 years ago. Me and my partner James were tracking a bounty in New Mexico. We were unfamiliar with the territory, and eventually some ghouls got the jump on us. I was wounded, and James was green, so it went bad. They were a collection of ghoul fanatics from some reservation, and they took us captive after the firefight. Their leader was a ghoul named Phillips. Ray Phillips, that's it. I think
Ray
he had
Phillips.
relatives
Oh, man,
back
that's
east.
referenced.
Anyway, old Ray took special pride in making us smooth skins suffer. He said he would use the 5 pains method on us. He started with James, cutting off his nose, his hand, and then a foot. Ray was going to cut him in half, but James called him a zombie cunt. Ray didn't appreciate the label, so he responded by shoving his shotgun into James and pulling the trigger. Now, how I got away is an interesting story since, god damn it, look at the time. I've got to finish this typing, and you've gotten me distracted. Are you ready to work or not?
Yes.
Good. This next contract has some significant risks, but a hefty payday to match it. Your target is a gunslinger known simply as Jack. Our client hasn't given us much to work with, but it doesn't matter. Jack used to be the chief gunman for Het Gunderson and managed the muscle in Gunderson's operations. When I said he managed the muscle, I mean he pretty much was the muscle. Jack intimidated countless landowners into selling their property. Along the way, Jack managed to rack up a significant body count. Over the years, he became more and more ruthless. Recently, Jack shot up a farmer and his wife, so Mr. Gunderson quickly cut all ties with his pistolero. Now, Jack is just another gun for hire. Without Gunderson to protect him, though, Jack is fair game. He's made plenty of enemies, and they all want to see him dead. Last I heard, he had drifted into Good Springs, hoping to get work with the locals. Jack is as fast as they come, so be ready, kid. Good luck.
Well, if it isn't the courier turned bounty hunter, I hear you're making quite a mark in the Mojave. I applaud you. Of course, I assume you're here for the bounty. Old man Gunderson's going soft, I'm afraid. He'd have nothing if it weren't for me and this pistol. And as for you, I think Randall and Associates are trash. In fact, every bounty hunter they've sent after me has been trash. And that pretty much makes you trash as well.
You're a filthy liar.
Prove it.
Hey, I'm not a...
Did you kill Jack yet? I'm a little surprised to see you unscathed. Good work. I'll see you later. I've I've got a contract on a crazy fiend. You ready for another job?
Yes.
Alright, here's the story. The West Side Militia has lost some personnel to a marauding fiend ringleader named Kurt Cahill. He and his crew have been ambushing patrols and periodically taking captives. Reports indicate his favorite torture is gnawing on the intestines of living captives. Needless to say, he's a sick fuck. Bag this asshole and head back, okay? Good luck. Did you take care of Kurt? Good work. You're bringing us a lot of business, so here's a bonus. The NCR needs help tracking down a defector. You ready to work? Good, here's the story. Chuck Bowdry, a senior NCR ranger, recently defected to Caesar's Legion. Before jumping ship, he killed 2 fellow rangers while on patrol. Our client wants this guy terminated with extreme prejudice. We don't have many leads, but he's said to be on the run up north. I happen to know that several rangers in Bowdry's old troop used to crash at Field Shack close to Nellis. You might try there. Good luck.
Find the sack empty and the fleet should only use it for jumping the strap.
You're dumber than you look, kid. Did you really expect to get the drop on a seasoned ranger? Either way, I'm not here to talk. Close your eyes, kid. I'll make it quick.
Let's go back and take our bounty. You're still here?
Is Chuck dead? Good. I must admit, I harbor an acute loathing for traitors of any sort, so here's a bonus on me. I'll see. There's another bounty if you're...
You mentioned you were from Mississippi, right? What's it like there?
It's hot and humid as fuck, and the mosquitoes will literally eat your ass alive. I grew up on a farm, herding Brahmin and other livestock. Some of the places are still irradiated, but it's mostly cleared up. The Gulf's a rough region, but people get by. It would take an act of God to tame that place. I doubt even Caesar and his crazies could manage it. Anyway, quit distracting me. Are you ready to work?
Yes.
Alright, the target is Billy Bogan, a recently escaped convict from the NCR Correctional Facility. He was on death row for the murder of an NCR Ranger, Captain Gunn. Young Billy was headed for the gallows, but now he's running free, much to the chagrin of the NCR. Seeing as to how they're stretched thin, the NCR's relying on you to see that Billy doesn't escape justice. Our informant said that Billy's formed a new gang composed of ex-cons, raiders, and various misfits, and apparently they're armed to the teeth. Billy and his gang are headed north, likely to raid in lawless regions. I'm betting they're camped outside the Northern Passage. Get up there and bag that punk. Good luck.
You've got a lot to answer for, asshole. I'm Luke McCaffrey, and these are my brothers, Dan and Jesse. We're here on account of our late brother, Caleb McCaffrey. Word has it that you killed our brother. Is that true? What have you got to say for yourself?
I killed Caleb, but it was strictly business.
Well, then you're gonna enjoy the business end of my barrel.
Beg for mercy.
Yeah, McCaffrey, you got what you wished. Now, a bullet to my head. You did it, but I already have a bullet in my head.
Did you take care of Billy and his gang? You're kicking ass out there, kid. At this rate, I'm gonna be out of contract soon. But don't worry, there's plenty of work left. Come back when you're ready. There's a bounty in Westside.
Do you know about somebody called Judge?
Yeah, I know about him. He's a fucking butcher and a pederass. Some people don't believe he exists, but he's quite real. He's close to 7 feet tall and stronger than any man alive. I saw him rip a man's jawbone out and bludgeon him to death with it. I don't like to admit it, but I worked with him on one job. It's the worst mistake I made in the course of my career. I'm no stranger to killing, but that maniac actually enjoyed it. We were supposed to acquire a man who had fled to the NCR, but things went wrong. I was watching the door when the judge went inside to haul the target out, since we were supposed to get him alive. Soon after, I hear the shotgun go off and a kid screaming bloody murder, so I run inside. There was blood everywhere. He had shot the man and then scalped him before I could blink. He was just standing there, grinning. He turned and grabbed the target's child, little red-headed boy. That's when I shot him. I shouldn't say any more. Are you ready to work or not?
Can't leave me hanging. What happened?
I regret that I only wounded him. He never forgot either. When I saw him standing over that boy, knife in hand, I saw what I might have become. A fucking monster. At that point, I decided to start my own firm, even if it meant risking my neck. The judge had his own plans, of course. He started up Richter and Associates, where he's the primary shot caller. From what I hear, he might be moving to Vegas. If that's true, things are likely to get a lot bloodier here in the Mojave. Damn it, you got me distracted. Good. Before we delve into this bounty, I'm gonna give you a quick history lesson. Now, stop rolling your eyes, damn it. This relates to the job. I'll assume you're unfamiliar with the regulators. In the eastern U.S., regulators are idealistic vigilantes, hell-bent on killing bad guys. However, In the core region, regulators are a very different breed. They're basically thugs who force businesses to pay protection money. They're authoritarian gangsters, really. This relates to your bounty because the target is a Western regulator by the name of Dallas Courtright. Recently, Dallas drifted into Westside and appointed himself sheriff and de facto dictator. He's taxing commerce and breaking heads left and right. In light of this, a collection of concerned citizens has contracted us to convince Sheriff Courtright to leave, by any means necessary. This is an unusual contract in that you don't have to kill or capture the target. Just convince him that leaving is in his best interests. If he's a stubborn ass and you have to let the lead do the talking, so be it. Just get him out of Westside. Good luck.
What can I do for you, citizen?
You've done a great job here, Sheriff, but your services are needed elsewhere.
Why, thank you. You know, I have made quite a difference here. There's plenty of other towns that need regulating.
We can't be taxing anyone else right now. Let's hope the next time just ends him. Let's go back. Rune, Brandel and Associates is finished. Your employer is dead. Javier will be with you shortly. Sincerely, the judged.
You found a note. Good. Do you know why I am here?
What happened to Randall?
I buried him in the desert.
Why are you here?
I'm here to give you an offer.
What do I stand to gain?
You stand to gain everything.
I'm not interested.
You know what has to happen then?
Who do you work for?
You should have taken the offer. Aren't you going to beg?
You don't have to do this.
People always say the same thing. They say, you don't have to do this. You should admit your situation. There will be more dignity in it.
Why do you do this?
It's a living.
Dying ain't much of a living, boy.
Fucking coward!
He has a perk.
You're a fucking coward!
doing this for justice. I don't even call myself a hero as well. I hunt for those who I believe.
Welcome, sir, or... Welcome, sir, or ma'am.
Go on in. The judge is expecting you.
Keep don't bother me. I'm on duty.
Your arrival is well timed. Your restraints noted.
Most in your position would have swept into these chambers with little mind to dialogue.
I'm not impressed. Do you really need armed slaves to face a simple courier?
They've been useful for a time. However, I make a habit of recycling my property every 6 months. And I'm already tired of this crew. Yes, it's time for a new set of toys. But first, I'm going to relish killing you by myself.
The judge is now dead, which spells the end for Richter and Associates' presence in the Mojave Wasteland. You've distinguished yourself as the premier bounty hunter in the region. And as a result, you've acquired a boost to your damage presence. The collapse of the Mojave tried to bounty from hunting firms. The market now favors individuals with skill and ability. Short on manpower and the freedoms of its territory. NCR is actively sponsoring bounty hunters who can bring the Mojave's most notorious outlaws to justice. Anyone who can acquire a license regardless of their affiliation, karma, or creed. Speak to Captain Larry Skull at the Boulder City Jail to become an NCR sponsor bounty hunter. Horn and Associates Capital Wasteland. I'm a little worried about ruins. Still not nobody has taken down Randall's control TV yet. It's over. And with that, we'll end this part right here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next part. Thank you, everyone.